Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we begin, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you can get notification when I post a new video. Today I'm going to be telling you my top 10 favorite Thomas and Friends fanfictions. I'm going to be saying what I like about them and what I like about the story plot and everything. So if you don't want to, me to spoil it, just don't watch this video. But please don't hate either. But when I say the titles of these fanfictions, I'll also say who the fanfiction writer is, their username, and I just want you all to know, to the fanfiction writers, I love all your fanfictions. I just made a list because I wanted to, but I'm not listing it from best to worst. I'm not. I want you all to know that right now. I love all your fanfictions. Okay, I'm blabbering. Let's get started. All right, so number 10 is Just One Dance by Golden Saddle Tank. Oh, I love that one because I remember when I was reading a Thomas and Friends fan fiction, I was wondering what would it be like if Thomas and Edward were human and they had some sort of bond. I either like it's a father-son bond or something else, like if they're in love. When I read it, I love how Golden Saddle Tank just took a romantic moment with Thomas and Edward, and my favorite part of that fan fiction was the slow dance that Edward did with Thomas, and I'm like, oh, I could just see it. It is amazing, and I love it. It's amazing. All right, number 9, Experiment. Wait, my bad. That's number 8. Number 9 is Little Button. That one is about where Thomas, in human version, again by Golden Saddle Tank. Sorry, I'm gonna say who it's by Golden Saddle Tank. A Little Button is about how Thomas is sick and Edward is not there, but Gordon has to help him through it. You know, when I first read this fan fiction, Golden Saddle Tank gave me the idea to when I read this fan fiction, when I first read it, I kind of wanted to wonder what would happen when Edward came back. What would happen? But you know, I just kind of imagined in my mind what happened and what would happen, and yeah, but when I read it, and my favorite part with that one was when Gordon felt bad and he just tried to make Thomas feel better. It made me happy. Humanized, again, sorry, I should say if they're humanized or not, sorry. But when I read it, wow. See, that's what I love about these fanfiction writers, is they are like, what if this happened? What if that happened? So, yeah, there's that one. Oh, I will leave a link in the description below to these fanfiction writers so that you can check out their fanfictions. Believe me, they are amazing. Number 8, Experiment 1, 2, 4, 3, 7, Cat Whiskers. Again, Golden Saddle Tank. Sorry, Golden Saddle Tank. I love your fanfictions, literally. That one is kind of like, it's humanized Thomas and Friends. It is Thomas and Friends, but Thomas is kind of part human, part cat. I won't say much about this one, but what I like about it is, when I first found this one, it was only one chapter when I first read it, and I'm like, wow. And then when I saw some of the comments, of the mean comments, I'm like, okay, Golden Saddle Tank's probably busy and, like, you know, trying to continue her life while getting these fanfiction done. Actually, I want to bring that up real quick before we move on. No, the people who write these fanfictions, they don't just sit and write all the time. Like, they probably have jobs or school, and I don't know. I'm saying out there, don't give them a hard time, because they're trying really hard to make you guys happy. It's like me with my YouTube videos. They're not perfect. I'm still learning how to edit them. And, like, I don't make them every day, but I'm trying to make you guys happy, you know? And when I get hate, you know what? Who cares? But just to put that out there. But anyways, back to why I like this one. When I saw the notification for the newest chapter, and I was on my break at work, I flipped. Like, I was like, no way. Like, my face was like, oh, and when I read it, oh, Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Moving on. All right, number 7, Thomas and Emily's Relationship by Aaron Coltra. I don't know how to say his name, but a lot of you out there, this is just one of the relationships I see happening in Thomas and Friends. I like all of what people think. Literally, I like what anybody writes about, whether it's Thomas and Emily or Thomas and James or Thomas and Percy or even Thomas and Edward. I like all of it. Sorry, just getting over a cold. But I guess what I like about this one is it's like some of them are old episodes and some of them are movies, like Blue Mountain Quarry. They did the same story, but they added a bit of that relationship into it. And it's still going on and on and on, but, you know, I still read it. It's really amazing. All right, number 6, Redeeming Bond by Raffiana. Okay, I remember when I first found this one. I can't remember what the first one was before this one. It's a 2 fan fiction series with that one. I forget what the first one was called, but after I read the first one, again, I forget what it's called. But Redeeming Bond is about where, in the first one, Thomas and Everett gave Thomas a job, and his driver had something for his wife. Long story short, Thomas screwed up, and Edward yelled at him. And I won't spoil much, but in this one, it's kind of like Edward and Thomas trying to make up. And I remember when I got the last chapter, when I got a notification for the last chapter of Redeeming Bond, I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way. And I literally just started reading it, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I love how it ended. I won't say how it ended for some of you if you didn't read it, but I did say there might be a bit of spoilers. But when you read it, it's just something you want to read over and over and over and over again. It's that good of a story. I loved it. All right, number 5, Loyalty to Luke 1 and 2 by Golden Saddle Tank. Oh, I love those ones. Actually, Loyalty to Luke 1 and 2 was one out of the few fan fictions that got me started on fanfiction.net, got me to see more of these fan fictions. When I first read the first Loyalty to Luke and I finished it, I'm like, wow. And I just finished Loyalty to Luke 2. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for Luke. Like, though it is really a good story, and honestly, I understand what Luke was going through, like, not in that kind of a way, but kind of like just wanting to, hurt himself or to, kill himself. Yes, that's a bit of in there. I'm just giving you guys a bit of a warning, but when I read that part, I did say there were going to be spoilers. Sorry, I'm blabbering. But when I read that, I understood because I was picked on in high school and I wanted to hurt myself, but I knew friends and family would guide me through it. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm blabbering. Number 4, Gordon in Love by E.T. Black 333. Now, I love all of E.T. Black 333's fan fictions, and I hope if E.T. Black 333, if you're watching this, I loved what you did with the new Gordon and Rebecca fan fiction, but I like Gordon's in Love because some people think Gordon would work with Rebecca, and I honestly think so because if you saw in the last Thomas episode, Confusion Without Delay, you saw Rebecca tell Gordon that Gordon looked bigger, and when I saw that, I'm like, I don't think anybody's ever done that. So that was amazing, and yeah, I loved it. But no, E.T. Black 333, I love all your fan fictions, know that. Number 3, what? Hang on, my handwriting, sometimes. Behind the most cherished smile is the saddest frown. Raffiana. Okay, when I read that one, when I finished it, I was so sad, but I thought it's the perfect ending. I won't say what the ending was, but for all of you who have read it, I was very sad, and when I read the comments, how people wish this didn't happen, I was like, guys, it's perfect ending. Leave it alone. And then then the person who created this, Raffiana, made another fan fiction based off this one on what would happen if the ending was different. And it doesn't change the original. And I personally, when I saw that one where it was different, I looked at both endings. I like the first one better, as much as, the second one was interesting. And it was really good. I will not lie, it was really good. I prefer the ending to the first one because I loved it. And it made me cry, and it helped me when I was sad. And yeah, it helps you when you need a good cry. Number 2, Fractured Raffiana. I have to say with that one was the one that started it all, because I remember I kind of looked up online, do Thomas and Edward have a father-son bond? And then I found this thing on Fractured on fanfiction.net. I'm like, oh, okay, what is this? And I clicked that, and Fractured, I read it, and I'm like, wow. And then I kept looking. Then I found Loyalty to Luke 1 and 2, and then so on. So, yeah. And now, the number 1 is a bit of a tiebreaker. But I had to put both of them down because I love both of them. The top 2 number 1 fan fictions I like is Keeping Her Close and Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans. Keeping Her Close is done by Kuroyuchi. It's about a girl named Joy, and she's adopted by the Engines, and I won't say much, but please check it out. It was really good. I loved it. I really love Keeping Her Close. And Rosie, the 3 Wild Swans, I just read the newest chapter yesterday, and you saw my review this morning. Oh, I love it. These 2 fan fictions, it's amazing. And after Fractured, Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans was the second fan fiction I found. Then Loyalty to Luke 1 and 2. And yeah, but Keeping Her Close and Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans is my number 1. Like, I literally cannot get on the bus or be in a car ride without reading all these fan fictions. Like, the fan fictions I mostly read are by E.T. Black 333, Raffiana, Golden Saddle Tank, and Keeping Her Close. I can never stop reading that one. And Erin Kultura, I don't know. Oh, and Scoony Lover. I love her fan fictions too. I'm just getting into the Sonic ones she's writing. I think they're really good. I recommend you check them out. But how am I able to read them on the bus? Because you have to go online on the internet. But there's an app to it as well. So I don't know if I brought that up. But yes, Keeping Her Close and Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans is, that's the one I like a lot. But no, all these fan fictions, they're all amazing to me. And I love them all. And I can't wait to see what happened next with Keeping Her Close and Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans. Because, well, I'm actually excited. Because Rosie and the 3 Wild Swans, it kind of reminds me of that, I forget what the fairy tale was called, but it was about this princess who had all these brothers. And it's kind of the same thing, but with Thomas and Friends. But I like what Golden Saddle Tank's doing with that, and I don't want to say much with Keeping Her Close, but right now it's on a major cliffhanger, and again, I just want to say to everyone out there who kind of rushes them to finish it, please don't give them a hard time. Like, they need to get other stuff done too. Like, it's like me with my videos. Some people give me suggestions. I can't do it all at one time. I'm still trying to figure out how I can make engine videos with the engines I have without tracks. I'm either going to use paper to make tracks or just save up for some, I don't know. But yeah, no, these fan fictions, I love all of them. Literally, I cannot get on a bus without a Thomas and Friends fan fiction. And yeah, I love them all. They're really special to me. So that is my top 10 favorite Thomas and Friends fan fictions. As you know, there's a lot of Raffiana and Golden Saddle Tank ones in there. Please don't judge. And again, to all the fan fiction writers, I love all your fan fictions. You are all amazing, and please don't give them a hard time if they don't get the chapter done like that. Okay, I want to see what happens next too, but I try I don't rush them. You know, I don't want them to, like, put their life on hold just to make us happy. We should think about, like, when we're leaving a comment, like, say, for example, Golden Saddle Tank. Rosie and the Three Wild Swans, I left my comments and I loved it. And sorry, my nose is running, sorry. And when I read it, honestly, started reading it a few years ago, but I knew to be patient. Something inside told me that chapters would come out. It's the same with all these fan fictions. Whether they're completed or not, I'm willing to wait a long time to see what happens next. I can wait. As much as how hard it is with me with my patience with my autism, I can wait, and I will wait no matter how long it takes. So, I'm going to be doing more fan fiction updates, reviews for the Thomas and Friends ones. Every time I get a new, sorry, my nose just hates me today. Every time I get a new Thomas and Friends fan fiction, or any fan fiction I like to read, I will do a review on it. But special shout out to my favorite the fan fiction writers. Kudo Yuji, Golden Saddle Tank, Raffiana, and E.T. Black 333, and Scoony Lover. I don't know how to pronounce her username, but I love you guys' fanfiction. And Aaron Coldra, who wrote Thomas and Emily. No, I have all the Thomas and Emily fanfictions. And guys, to you guys out there, know if you guys are ever getting hate, I will use my YouTube channel to help you guys. Because I don't like that people give you hate and try to tell you to hurry up and get the next chapter done. You guys have your own lives. So take all the time you need, because I can wait. I can wait. Because, hello, if you use the fanfiction.net app, people, you could set your notifications. It'll email you for the next chapter. That's how I'm so patient with it. So, thank you for watching. If you have a favorite Thomas and... Actually, no, leave in the comments below your favorite fan fiction. It could be Thomas and Friends. It could be anything. But leave it in the comments below. And I will, hopefully in the next one, I will be doing another fan fiction review. I don't know which one yet, but I promise you I will be doing it. And for my autism video, I'm trying to bring more into, worrying and all that. So, yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. And 72 subscribers. If we hit 75 subscribers, I will do a Thomas Try Not to Laugh challenge. And I've actually looked on YouTube. There's a few of them, but they're parody videos. But I will do it. I promise you. So, thank you for watching. This is KBear101 signing out.